Good morning. Good morning and welcome to another sunrise session. I'm going to do things a little bit different today. I've been getting so many questions and some really good ones coming through, and what I want to try to do is take time to answer those questions for everybody as a group so everybody can see them, because I think everybody will benefit. So this question actually I isn't a lesson plan I normally would do, but I actually had to reverse engineer some of my habits that helped me in accomplishing a lot of things in a short period of time, and a little tool I call multiplying my time. And there's so many ways that you can actually multiply your time. So I'll kind of get down into it, and again, thank you for watching, and please, if this helps you, share it, like it, comment, and send any questions, and I'll certainly do my best to answer them for you. So this question comes from a woman named Krista, who's in Texas, and I actually know her personally. She is an amazing person, has so much light, and it's just always great to be around her. And she's always doing so many things, and I'm always actually wondering how she's doing all this stuff. And here it comes. She actually asks me, because of your experience, how did you go about pursuing multiple goals, like when I was racing, or like when you raced motocross and running multiple businesses? So the way I go about pursuing multiple goals is pretty strategic. I'm very practical in it. I want to make sure, first and foremost, that those goals are actually things that align with me and things that I want to do with my life, and it's the best place to spend my time, because we do have a limited time in this ride along life, and want to make sure that it's really aligned with who I am as a person and something I really want to accomplish. So that certainly helps, is picking out the favorite things. But really the best thing is, first of all, get a good baseline on time management. So I actually put a link up there. There's a great book by Tim Ferriss called The 4-Hour Workweek that it wasn't out when I first started my business, but my first business, but it's helped in every subsequent business, allowing me to do a lot more in a lot less time. Some of it won't be relevant for you, most of it will, and you can pick and choose the areas that are actually relevant for you. So definitely check that out. I put a link there. Number 2 would be setting micro goals. So micro goals are basically smaller goals within your large goal. So if you have a goal to get a new car and you don't have the money for it right now, one of your micro goals might be actually to get a little bit of a raise. It might be to skip the going out to dinner with friends 2 nights a week, and reducing it down to one night a week. It might be to skip the latte on the way to work, and actually just making sure you put a little bit aside. So that would be a micro goal that helps you accomplish the larger goal. And by splitting things into these micro goals, you start to notice that there's a lot of them that actually lead right into my third one, which is find the common elements between those multiple goals, because usually we have these large goals, and one is really actually a micro goal to the other. So if you have several goals, that's usually what happens. One is kind of on the path to lead you to the larger goal, and then also a lot of times they have things similar to them where you might need the same resources. So you might need same vendor or same product type. So look for the commonalities so you can accomplish 2 steps even though you're only really doing 1 step. The next thing, and this is really important, high impact items. Identify these. These are the ones that actually make a big difference in your process and actually drive results. So try to figure out what those high impact items are, and I don't have time to go into that right now, but really the things that really push you along to lead to results, those key steps that are going to help you accomplish your goal. And then next one, I would say, really the low impact items or time wasters. Figure out a way to automate those things, delegate them, or eliminate them. It will make your life significantly easier if you are actually doing this stuff, if you're actually automating, eliminating, and delegating all this your job becomes significantly easier. And I have notes here today because there's a question. There's a lot of key bullet points, so that's why the wind is taking it away from me. That's why you see me actually moving around. Recognize also that everything has a gestation period. We tend to want things and we want them right now, but it takes time for those things to happen, and that's part of the process in this 3D virtual reality that we live in, is that it will take time to actually come along. So have patience with yourself, have patience with the universe. There's plenty of things to do. If you're getting impatient, just take a moment for gratitude for the things that you do have, the people that are in your life. Take a moment to actually just enjoy yourself. You don't have everything you want? Okay, good, because that means you're not dead. So go do something fun. Go play basketball. Go skip. Go play hopscotch. I don't know. Whatever you used to do as a kid that you really enjoy doing. Find a way to use that time more productively than worrying about what you don't have, because it's not here yet. It's there. It's in creation. It just takes time to come into your experience. So be patient with yourself and give a little grace. If you have goals and you're setting them, and you're reading them and you're taking action, you're good. It's going to arrive. It's going to arrive. You've got to have that idea, and you have to have that inspiration, and you have to have the emotion attached to it. So take a look at that and make sure you're doing those things. But beyond that, you want to feel good. You want to feel good at all times. That's why you do have goals, because you know you're going to feel good at the end. So make sure that whatever you're doing, you're feeling good, because that's the number one goal. And really, you want to make sure that you're going to add value to the world and add value to the people around you. That's the easiest way to do it, is find the people around you that are closest to you and the circumstances around you, and just help improve them in some capacity. And that's going to really help you manage which goals you actually choose to go forth with, and it's going to create a lot of goodwill in the universe, and the universe will actually help you along with accomplishing these goals. And then also avoid taking on too much. I really, unless a goal is a micro goal to a larger goal, I try not to have 3 major goals at the same time. It really becomes too much to handle for me personally, and I've tried to do more. But really, I try to look at specific areas in my life and make a bunch of micro goals that lead to a larger goal, and make sure all areas of my life are encompassed. But remember that it's better to do one thing well and to 100% completion than to do 100 things to 80% completion, because there's no value in the 80%. A car 80% done, you wouldn't be able to drive. So you could have 100 cars with no wheels on them. It's not going to help. So you want to make sure that you have things done to 100% completion as much as possible, right? So get the things done. Don't get to 80% and just stop. You hit a wall, you hit the first road bump. Push through and get that item done, and it will help tremendously. So thank you so much for watching. I hope that helped. I hope that helped many of you. You have a great weekend. I think there's a great question leading into the weekend, because it's always a good time to review what our goals are and what we want to do with ourselves. And thank you very much, Krista, and have a great weekend, everyone. I'll see you back on Monday.